Let's talk about learning and the way that the brain learns. But let's start off with a clear understanding that 99% of what we process in the brain goes on at the unconscious or subconscious level. The brain is learning all the time, every second of the day. Often the question is directed at how do we consciously learn something new, but never underestimate the ability of the brain to refine its understanding of what's going on. So part of the journey of looking into how we really learn is to understand how that happens at the different levels that I've previously referred to. How do we learn instinctively and intuitively? What is emotional learning, which is essentially based on experience? How does that work? How do we learn in a rational space? Yes, through methods, structures, etc., and techniques. How do we learn to be more imaginative? How can we give ourselves space to see the bigger picture rather than the detail? So learning, a very fertile space where we need to understand the connections between the body and the brain, between what is going on mentally and what is going on in an execution sense, in terms of the signals that we send into our body and what we receive back. So that's constant process of iteration and mutual feedback that goes on within ourselves. So learning and the application of sometimes what we call attentional resources, where we're trying to learn something, and the difference between that and what you might call energy-based learning, which just happens anyway, whether we like it or not. Understanding the nuances of those can be very useful in optimizing our own learning techniques and understanding what works best for us. That's learning.